Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Scottish Lads NFL Breakdown YouTube channel. Today, we are going to be doing me and Flynn's predictions for the week 11 of the NFL 2019 season. So I'm joined by Flynn. Flynn, how you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks. How are you?
Pretty good. Today, we're going to be giving off 3 opinions of each game of the week 11. So we've got Flynn's opinions, my opinion, and my dad's opinions. So yeah, well, Flynn, let's just get straight into it. So our first game we have is the Steelers versus the Browns. So I'll go first. So I've got the Steelers coming out here with a win, just purely because of how good their defense have been, and they're obviously going to be pretty high after their week win in week 10. So yeah, Flynn, what about you?
I'm with you there, Cammy. The Steelers' defence have been brilliant recently. Browns have been good too, but I think the Steelers will come up on top.
And
What
then
about
my
you?
dad as well said that he thinks the Steelers are going to win as well, just purely because of defence and the same reasons. Anyway, on to the Jets versus the Redskins. A very close game to call because of how badly each team's played. But I've got the Jets winning this just after their high. Obviously, they're high after their week 10 win in the Derby over the Giants. So I've got them coming out victorious here.
Yeah, obviously because they won against in the Derby, that would be a major boost to them. The Redskins did have a bye week as well, so I've put the Jets to win.
My dad here, though, funnily enough, Flynn, has gone for the Redskins to win because
Okay.
he feels they are going to win a game at some point this season. Well, I mean, sorry, another game. They're already at 1-1, but he feels like they're going to at least get one more win this season. And if they're going to get that, it's going to be against this team. So it's really just a 50-50 call here, but he's went for the Redskins winning this.
Okay.
Anyway, the next game we have the Saints versus the Bucks. Now, Flynn, I'll let you go first this time.
Right, okay, I put the Saints to win this, right? Now, before I do anything, the Bucks, there's just this wee thing that they need to improve on. They haven't been too great this season. They've lost six and won three, and whereas the Saints have won seven, lost two. Now, obviously, last game, I don't know what happened to them. They were not good whatsoever. Um, I put the Saints to win this purely just because of how well they've been doing this season, not including their last fixture. But that would also affect their performance this week, but I don't think so. I put the Saints to win. What about you?
Now, me personally here, I've gone with the Bucks, right? Because I want to explain this one. The Saints last week, as you said, were pretty dreadful. The Bucks obviously got a win, and on offense, the Bucks are on fire right now. And to be honest, after the Saints' last performance, the Atlanta Falcons' defense all season has been dreadful, and the Saints made the Atlanta Falcons' defense look amazing. So if the Atlanta Falcons' defense can do that, I don't see why the Bucks can't. So I've got the Bucks to win, and my dad's also got the Bucks to win. So anyway, our next game is the Broncos versus the Vikings. Now, here I think this should be an easy win for the Vikings because of how well they've played so far this season. Not as well because at the start they were mostly just running it, but now Kirk Cousins is making plays all over the field. Dalvin Cook's getting tons of yards, and it should be, in my opinion, it should be an easy one for the Vikings. What about you, Flynn?
Well, as you said, it really should be an easy win for the Vikings. Um, they've had 7-3 on their record, and they've had 6-3 of losses the opposition. So I don't. I think the Vikings really should win this, but you never know with Vikings. Could be a loss, but I think they'll win. What about
My
you?
dad has also
Sum it up.
went for the Vikings to win this game as well. Anyway, now this one, before we say our predictions, I just want to congratulate the Dolphins on back-to-back weeks of winning. Now,
Beautiful.
this week, my dad has actually went with the Dolphins to win this game, and I can see why he's put that because the Dolphins are actually looking very strong currently, and the Bills have been quite shaky recently. But I went for the Bills to win. Obviously, my dad went for the Dolphins. But Flynn, what have you got to break this tiebreaker?
Well, I mean, to be honest, I'm really going with your dad saying that was the exact thinking I was doing. Um, Obviously, two consecutive wins because they were 7-0 at that point, but the last 2 weeks have been brilliant. So if they're winning games 2 weeks in a row, I don't see why they can't do it in three, if
Yeah.
I'm honest. So I put the Dolphins to win this.
Right, anyway, next game we have the Jags versus the Colts. Now, if Jacoby Brissett doesn't play this week, which I don't think he will, I've got the Jags beating them quite easily because obviously the Colts are just going to be down after getting beat off of the Dolphins, which is quite an embarrassment, but
Yeah.
still the Dolphins in a row, but I've got the Jags coming out victorious here.
Yep, Colts lost against a really bad Dolphins team last week, so their heads must be down after that. But at some point, they really do have to get a grip. So I put the Jaguars to win this because of clearly just because of the result the Colts got last week. So I think the Jags will manage to go on top.
And as well as what we've both said, my dad has also agreed for the Jags to win this game. Anyway, on to the next game now. The Cowboys obviously big blow last week, getting beat off of the Vikings, kind of ended their hopes slightly, but I've got them coming out as wins here just because of how bad the Lions are defending the run, and Zeke is an immense running back, and I think this is his comeback game after not posting too many great numbers in the last few games. So I've got the Cowboys winning this one.
Yep, I think the Cowboys will win this one because purely how the Lions are doing this season, they haven't been too great. Whereas the Cowboys have been slightly better on their record as well. So yeah, I put the Cowboys to win this one.
Right then, and my dad also, I forgot to say, thinks the Cowboys will win because of how bad the Lions have been defensively, and if Matthew Stafford doesn't play this week, he thinks the Cowboys should have an easy win. Right now, Falcons versus Panthers. See all you want about Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers, but see if the Falcons can play like they did against the Saints. They can start picking up wins easy as. So I've got them purely just because of how well they played last week, winning this game. What about you, Flynn?
Yep, as I said earlier, the Saints losing against Atlanta, that was a pretty bad loss for them, sorry. But Atlanta, they must be playing really well right now, with their heads held up high against a really good Saints team right now. I think they'll go into this game thinking they can get a result, and the Panthers really haven't been too great either, in my opinion. But I think that Atlanta will pull it off and get a win.
Dad also went for the Falcons to win. Now, it's funny this, but he thinks Christian McCaffrey could potentially have a bit of a stinker in this game. I'm not sure,
Ooh.
but he has the Falcons coming out victorious. And I think, well, personally, I think this is a turning point for McCaffrey. Carrying his team, I think this could start a bit of a shaky time for the Panthers, I would like to say. But anyway, on to our next game, which is probably America's game of the week, the Texans versus the Ravens. Very close game. And this one was very hard to predict. You see, because Texans obviously freshly coming off of a bye week. Ravens high after their last two wins, the Patriots and the Bengals. However, I've got the Ravens edging, and this could have went either way. So I've got the Ravens edging.
Um, I've actually put the Ravens to win this, not by a lot, but by a margin. So, yeah, I think the Ravens will manage to clear a win off this. Um, just purely of how the Houstons have been playing. They've actually been playing alright, to be honest, 6-3. And there's not a lot of difference between them, but I think the Ravens will come up top just purely because of the result beforehand.
And then my dad's prediction for this game was the Ravens as well to win. Anyway, Patriots versus Eagles. Again, very close game. Another game of the week, in my opinion. But I've got the Patriots, both of them obviously coming off the bye week. But I've just got the Patriots purely because of defensive strength for a win. What about you?
Yeah, let's not even talk about the defence for the Patriots. They have been having a great season. They've only had one loss this season, which has been brilliant for them. But just purely because who they've been playing, I think they will manage to win against the Eagles quite easily, I think.
Right, on to our next game, which is the Bengals Raiders. Now, here, quite a tough one to call, however. The Raiders have been playing very exciting football so far this season, and they've not been granted, and I think this is probably should be an easy game for them to win, but obviously the Bengals, possibly have an AJ Green back this week, so this could make it closer. However, I've got the Raiders winning.
Yeah. Bengals a 9-0 loss. I mean, that's not really good in my opinion. I think that the Raiders have been quite unlucky this season. They've just been edging results like by a couple of points or whatever. But I think that the Raiders will manage to get a win, and yeah, should be easy for them, I think.
And my dad has also gone with the Raiders to win. Right now, Bears versus Rams. Now, the Bears last week on offense played exceptionally well and in defense. So if we can see that again, it'll be a lot closer. But I don't think that's going to happen. And I've got the Rams to win. And yeah, that's been the Bears. Obviously, like I said, they're playing quite well. But I think the Rams will just edge this one. And then my dad has also went for the Rams to win as well. Close one to call. What about you, Flynn?
Yeah, as you said, it's quite a close one to call, especially with the way the Bears have been playing. They've been quite good, I think. The Rams coming off a loss against the Steelers. You never know what will happen. But I think the Rams really should win this, in my opinion. But you never know, so I put the Rams to win.
Right, in our final game of the week, Chiefs versus Chargers. Mahomes back. Offense is fully functional for the Chiefs. I can see this being very high scoring game, but I've got the Chiefs coming out as easy winners in this game.
Yeah, they should win this. Easy, especially how the Chargers have been playing. There's been a couple of positions that the Chargers have been playing really well in, but Kansas should do them in really well this weekend. So I put the Kansas City to win.
So, and then my dad's also went for the Chiefs to win. So that's all games covered for week 11. There is only 4 teams on a bye week this week, so we're back to finally having a lot of games on this weekend. So I'd like everyone to go and follow our podcast, which is Scottish Lads NFL Breakdown Podcast. We're on iTunes Podcast and on Podbeam. We also are on Twitter. And yeah, Flynn, anything you'd like to say?
Well, this will be going on YouTube, so that's just Scottish Lads NFL Breakdown. Make sure to go watch that and give us a sub as well. Yeah, that's really it I've got to say. Quite a good podcast, I think, in my opinion, but right, I think we'll leave it at that. What about you, Callie?
Well, just like to say thanks everyone who's tuned in today to watch this. Of course, all predictions, like I said at the start, are purely just our opinions. No hard feelings if we've got your team losing. And yeah, thanks for all the support lately. And yeah, we'll hope to see you next time.
Right, bye bye.